Okay, so yesterday, all of the fractions that we multiplied were just regular fractions. They weren't mixed numbers. Let's do a little bit of review. Okay, if I had something, let's say like this. Okay, let's say I had negative 4 over 7, and I'm multiplying that times, let's say, 49 over 12. Okay? I can multiply these big numbers and still get an answer, but is that going to create a lot more work for me? Yes. What's a way that I can multiply these to make it easier on myself? Well, but before I even multiply it, what's the first thing I should deal with? Before I cross cancel. If I have different signs here, for you and A, if there are different signs, what does that mean my answer is going to be? Negative. I dealt with the negative and the positive. I'm done with that, right? Yeah. Now, when I say cross cancel, what is something that goes into both 7 and 49? 7. I can divide this by 7 and this by 7. What does this become? And this becomes a, what about 4 and 12? Yeah. They're both divisible by what? 4. By 4. That's 1. And what's 12 divided by 4? Okay, so now I just multiply. 1 times 7 is? 7. And 1 times 3? Okay, and when I have a mixed or an improper fraction, I make it a mixed number, right? Is it going to change to a positive? No. So it's still going to be what? Negative. How many 3's going to 7? 2, what's left over? 2 and 1/3. Now, to me, and again, it might just be me, but I'm pretty sure it's not just me, it's easier for me to cross cancel rather than multiply 4 times 49 and 7 times 12 and then reduce. It's just how things go. Okay. So what's different if I have, this is multiplying mixed numbers, by the way. So obviously yesterday we just had fractions. We're going to add mixed numbers into the fold. So let's say I've got a, Jace, give me a mixed number. 3.5. Okay? And let's say I'm multiplying this times 5 over 21. Okay? And we'll make this one a negative. Okay. If I look at this, the first thing I'm going to deal with, Jacob, are these different signs? Yeah, so is this answer going to be negative or positive? Okay, and I've dealt with the negative. I don't have to worry about it anymore, right? Right? Okay, E-money, is there something I can do with this 3.5 to make it a little more user-friendly?
You can turn it into an improper fraction.
Turn it into an improper fraction. So I'm going to take this and multiply. What's 3 times 2?
6.
6, and 6 plus 1 would give me what? So this is 7 over 2 times negative 5 over 21. Okay, all I did was rewrite this, correct? Okay, now, I already dealt with the negative, so I know it's negative. Is there something I can do with 7 and 21? Yes. What goes into both of those? 7. 7 goes into 7 how many times? 1. 7 goes into 21 how many times? 3. Is there anything else I can cancel? No, so what do?
Just go straight across.
Multiply. What's 1 times 5? What's 2 times 3?
6.
Can I reduce that at all?
No.
Am I good to go? Yes. Okay. All right. Let's try another one. Can I erase this?
Yes.
Okay. Try this one. Let's say I've got negative 2 2/3 times negative 2 3/7. Do I really have to worry about the negatives? Why? Because a negative times a negative would give me a what?
Positive.
Positive, so I'm not even worried about it. What should I do next? Chase, what should I do next?
Well, you turn the fractions into
Mixed numbers, okay. So what's 2 times 3?
6.
6, and 6 plus 2 would be what?
8.
So 8/3 times, what's 2 times 7? 14 plus 3?
17.
17 over what? 7. Okay. Now in this case, can I do any canceling?
No.
I can't. So if I can't cancel them, what's my next option? Multiply, right? Do we know how to do 17 times 8 in our head? Let's take 17 and make it a 10 and a 7. What's 10 times 8? 80. What's 7 times 8? What's 80 plus 56? 136. So did we do that in our head? Yeah. And what is 3 times 7? 21. Oh, thank you. And how many times does 21 go into 136? Let's think. What's 21 close to? 20, right? What's 20 times 6? 120. 20 times 7 would be 140. Do you think that would be too much? So let's go with what? 6. What's 21 times 6? 20 times 6 is?
120.
120. What's 1 times 6?
6.
What's 120 plus 6?
126.
126. Minus or subtract it from 136. What's left?
10.
Over? 21. Can I reduce this any further? No. Okay. You understand what we did?
Wait, wasn't it a negative?
No, because a negative times a negative is a positive. Yep. Okay. Are you with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys try this one completely on your own. And let's see if you get it right. 1 3/4 times 2 1/5. When you get an answer, raise your hand for me, please. Yeah.
Can I put tape on my paper so I can put it back in?
Yeah. There you go. Okay, Savannah's got an answer. Chase has an answer. Jacob has an answer. Luke has an answer. Okay, most of you have answers. Elliot, help me out. What should I do?
Turn them into proper fractions.
Okay, and I know my answer is going to be what? Negative. Okay, now 4 times 1 is 4 plus 3 is what? 7 over 4. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1 is what? Okay. Can I do any canceling here? Nope. What's 7 times 11?
77.
What's 4 times 5? 20. Can I turn that into a mixed number? Is it going to stay negative? Yes. How many 20s go into 77? 3. What's left over? 17 over what? Over 20. Good. How many of you got that right? Very good. Now, what if I said that I wanted you to do that? What does that mean?
ABC.
What does ABC mean? That means multiply A times B times C, right? If I didn't tell you what A was, could you do it?
No.
But what if I said A equals negative 5/8 and I said B equals 16 over 25 and I said C equals negative 1.5? Would you now be able to do it?
Yes.
So what I'm going to do, remember what that's called, rhymes with flubstitute?
Substitute.
I'm going to substitute. What am I going to what am I going to replace A with? Negative 5/8. What is B going to be?
16 over 25.
16 over 25. What is C going to be?
1 and 1.
But I'm going to rewrite that as a mixed number or an improper fraction, which would be what? 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is what?
Negative 3 over 2.
Negative 3/2. Good. Okay, so I have 3 numbers. Should I just multiply them here? No. Those are big old numbers. What can I do to make this easier? Trevor, what should I do?
Cross
What goes into 5? Does 5 go into anything?
yeah, 25.
So this becomes a what? A 1, and this becomes a what? Oh, we forgot. Negative times a positive is a negative times a negative is a what?
It's going to be a positive.
Not worried about the sign, right? Negative times a positive is a negative times a negative is a what? Positive. So we're not worried about it. Okay, is there something else I can cancel here? 8 and 16. 8 goes into 8 once and into 16 how many times? 2. But can I still go further? Because I have a what here and a what here? I have a 2 here, so this becomes a 1. This 2 becomes a what? A 1. Now, it's positive. Let's multiply. 1 times 1 times 3.
3.
1 times 5 times 1. Am I done? Yes. Easy peasy. Okay? Yeah. Does that make sense?